Hey, what's going on, guys? Your boy Henry from HZGamingVR. Welcome to another Fight Night Champion Revival Forever video. So today, guys, I'm gonna keep it real. As you guys know, I always do. I am insanely unbiased when it comes to Fight Night Champion. All we want and the community wants is a new Fight Night Champion game that works, looks good, and runs well on our computers and allow us to play with friends. This is the video that's going to break down everything for you, okay? I don't care. I'm going to give you what's good with one mod, what's bad with the other one, and so forth. So let's get started. We're going to start with the Fight Night Champion Revival. We're going to be running this baby in native 720p, but we're going to upscale it to 1080p, 30 FPS. We're going to keep the shaders in low. We're going to go VSync off. We're going to go advanced. We're going to do the speed of the game, the scale clock, normal, 100%. Native. We're going to test both games, which game runs good in native. Now, first thing that you notice there, Miguel Cotto versus Leija, and it's actually Teofimo Lopez versus Tank. That is one of the things that Revival modders or the developer Monso is working on, and I'm pretty sure they will be fixed in the future. The boxers, though, this is their model for Teofimo Lopez. Looks insane. I think that's the best model they have in this entire Revival mod. I test them all. Teo is point. Now Tank is really good as well, don't get me wrong, but it's more like the chunky. Remember when Tank was a little chunky years ago, when they were calling him Cabbage Patch Kid? That's why he looks a little chunky. Gameplay, okay? Gameplay when it comes to Revival, it is known for gameplay, so very smooth at native. You could see the little jitterness, right, for the 30 FPS. Now that it's 2026, we could see 30 FPS. You could see the 30 FPS, right? You could see it. I remember when I was playing, I was like, this it's 30 FPS, but it feels a little bit better than the actual Fight Night because my computer is a beast, way better than a PS3. So at this point, Revival is running better than the actual Fight Night Champion for, I'll say this is running a little better than the Fight Night Champion for Xbox One. So yeah, Revival 1. We're gonna go ahead and launch the same test for forever. So yeah, definitely the Revival mod works just like an Xbox One or better, way better graphics and shaders. Now the Fight Night Forever, it is a mod that has everything in one. It's like all in one. You download the package, you open it, launch it, boom. Look, even the game is already pre-installed. You may want to run the game, one time to install all the shaders, but let's go ahead and mess with the graphics and set them up to native. Again, 720p, upscale to 1080p to make it look like Xbox One. That's pretty much what they did in Xbox One. They grabbed it and they upscaled it to 1080p. That's what I did here. Same thing as Revival. We're running the test. Shout out to the Forever team for this right here. It's very sexy. I'm gonna let it play because of that. That looks beautiful right there. That is amazing. I like the the introduction, the menu. See, the text is different. The menu is pretty fluid. And another thing, they work on the faces and that Gervonta Davis. Holy shit, bro! Damn. Well, I'm gonna try Showtime T-Mobile Arena, and we're gonna go from there. As you can see, the beginning is on native. It looks like Xbox One, maybe a little bit better because of the shaders. Gervonta Davis looks freaking insane. Now Teofimo Lopez looks good. Don't get me wrong. See, Teo looks good. Maybe quite not as good as the Revival Teo. I think his body's a little off. It's a little chunky. His face from far, it looks good. From close right there, it's not as good. Maybe his eyes. I think he don't got them Latino eyes. You know what I'm talking about? Now this, I think that's Gervonta Davis 2026, where he added the tattoo right here, the little tattoo. I don't know what it says, fear or something or something. We'll check it out later. But yeah, this is like beginning. Everything looks good. It is running native. I could tell. I remember I could tell the 30 FPS. I left the FPS counter in the top left corner. You guys are like, why you left it on the window? I can see your little things at the bottom. It's so you can see that it's a stable FPS at 30. You know, it's not going down, it's not going up. I remember it was feeling good, maybe not as fluid, and this is keeping it real, not as fluid as Revival. And you could visually see I was having a little bit of hard time like landing. Maybe it's because you know, when you're, I think Revival was running okay first, so you can see that the paint tattoo is perfect. This Gervonta looks Gervonta Davis 2026 like right now, you know. And also the hair is 3D. It's not like embedded into his skull. You know what I'm talking about? Yeah. So, breakdown. If we're gonna go ahead here and compare for now, we're gonna go and move it up to 2K. To 2K. Okay, we're gonna bump it up to 2560 by 1440, and we're gonna bump up the FPS for the first time. Okay, we're gonna start turning this into a next gen Fight Night champion from this point on. 60 FPS, and why am I so crooked, bro? There you go. We're gonna set the shaders high, disable the anti-aliasing, disable the VSync. We're gonna come to advanced. We're gonna set this to 110. Okay, this is in the community, everyone is doing this right now to make the game feel like next gen. Speeds up the game by a little tiny bit. It matches the 60 FPS, and when it comes down together, it's supposed to be like butter. But we already tested this out on my previous video, because I do have a Fight Night tutorial for Revival. Immediately I could tell the crowd looks amazing. The crowd looked good. Tio caught a suntan. He caught a suntan because of the shaders are now set to high, so you can see he got a suntan. I love it. The shaders are so whatever shaders Monzo you selected for your game, it is great. Now, yeah, I suggest maybe put your Gervonta Davis need to be on a little, make him slim down a little bit. He's not that big anymore. Yeah, Tio looks perfect. Holy shit. This is the test in 2K. It's steady at 60 FPS. Immediately I could tell it feels so explosive. Not only because the game is sped up by a tiny bit, but the 60 FPS, I could see the 60 FPS. It doesn't look quite like 60. I'll say more like 45 to 50 for you guys who are geeks, like geek eyes like myself. But it's running so smooth. You can see the way I'm moving, landing, jumping around. I was happy. I was like, ooh, yes. I remember when I was playing at 2K, I was like, this feels amazing. Like Revival feels amazing. Okay, has a lot of work to do. Has faces to, you know, they need to add the box of faces, but right there I said that's enough. That felt amazing. It actually went up in performance. Okay, so it went up in performance. Now we're gonna go over to Forever. We're gonna do the same thing, 1080p. We're gonna set up the high, the shaders to high, disable the anti-aliasing, get the VSync off, and set the game to 110 scale clock, and do the same thing. Okay, yeah, but actually, yeah, I guess just like a regular gaming PC for you guys that are PC gamers. See, you could tell. I'm not sure if it is that the shaders pack, because they chose different shader packs. The shader packs, look, so you can see, you can't see the suntan as much. It looks a little more reddish. He kind of didn't change, like the graphics didn't change too much. I'm not sure what shaders pack. Now that Gervonta, I keep praising the Gervonta, right? Gervonta looks amazing. But the shaders haven't done anything. Yes, to be frankly honest, if the boost in performance, though, you could feel the game felt faster, a little bit more responsive, but the shaders were not there. I'm not sure if they choose different shader packages, and Revival shows a better shaders modder than forever, but the shaders are way better in Revival, and also the gameplay. At this point, I was a little bit disappointed. I didn't see too much of a difference. I'm not sure. Maybe you guys could tell me in the comment section. And I'm not being, I don't really give a fuck, okay, who's better and who the fuck's dick is bigger. All I want is a game that works perfect. I love what both are doing. This point of the fight, I was a little disappointed because I was kind of feeling the 30 FPS, even if we were sitting at 60. I didn't feel the speed. You can rewind the video 2 minutes, go back to the gameplay, how fast it was. Like and the game was like, bah, you hear the crowd, wah, wah. You know, I didn't feel that. It looks like it didn't change. I don't know if we're moving up to 4K, leaving everything the same. 4K Ultra. We're moving the shaders to Ultra, keeping the advanced, the clock speed to 110%. This is Revival now. We're gonna max it out. We're gonna go ahead and test it out. I remember this is where everything changes, right? Because this is where you're really testing. You see the shaders? There's something about the shaders on Revival that is incredible. Maybe if Forever could grab that shaders pack from the community, because that's what it is. Look at how great it looks in 4K. You could see the little bump up in graphics because Tio looks a little skinnier. That's what happens when it's 4K. They tend to look like more formed. This looks perfect. This Teofimo Lopez. As soon as the game started, it looks amazing, just like my previous video that I did already. Gervonta Davis looks, I could read his tattoos from far. You see the snappiness in the punches? So once again, the performance increased. The graphics didn't increase by a lot, just by a little bit by 4K. But you can see the snappiness in it. The snappiness is there. Even though it looks a little tiny bit better than 2K, I think I'd rather play in 2K Max. Yes. Or maybe setting the shaders to high. Setting the shaders to high. But that was amazing. I remember after that, look at how fast I finished the test. I only went one round in a couple of seconds. I was like, that was unbelievable. Okay, but if I was going to play Revival, I will play in 2K with the shaders in high, and that will be the best possible experience perfectly for now. Testing the same 2K, 4K settings in Forever now. I'm going to switch to Forever here. At this point, because the last test that I did for 2K, I wasn't very pleased with the performance of Forever. I'm a PC gamer, so I'm a framer. I play at 200 FPS, 240. My game needs to be crispy, so I could literally see. You see the shaders pack in the crowd when they get close to the people in yellow and stuff. Yeah. But the Gervonta Davis. That Gervonta, damn. So, Revival has the shaders pack down pack, but I'll leave that for later. I don't see any difference in speed. 20 FPS, I'm sorry, 60 FPS, 30 FPS. Now, the shakiness of the 30 FPS is gone. It looks beautiful, smooth. Now, at this point in 4K, guys, it's where you could see the frustration. You're gonna see the frustration pretty soon. I was literally a bit disappointed. There was actually a little bit of latency. Me being experiencing latency at this point of the fight, like around, where was it? It was around the middle of the first round, like around, okay, this second round, definitely at this point. I'm disappointed, and at the end of the video I'm going to explain why I'm disappointed, because Forever is such a complete product. It's such a beautiful, the rings, I fell in love with the rings. I fought in every ring, and but when it comes to performance, guys, I just have to be honest. This really disappointed me. I hope it's temporary. Maybe once you're able to update the app, the performance becomes better, but it cannot run the way it is right now. As a PC gamer, I cannot have latency. We're gonna run to Parsec. We're gonna check out Fight Night Forever. We're gonna check it out in 720p, upscale to 1080p. We're gonna keep the shaders at high. We're gonna keep the 60 frames. We're gonna keep the speed at 110. And when we went to Parsec, these are the settings that work best for Fight Night Champion Forever. If you want to play online with your friends, 720p, upscale to 1080p, then hit 60 frames, and then go to advanced and scale it up, scale the clock up to 10%. That felt decent right there. As you can see, it looks a little bit more like the way I was playing earlier, you know, on the Revival. So it looks snappier at 1080p, so don't mess with the up resolution. Keep the up resolution in 720, then upscale the bottom one. Don't move it to 1080p, because if you move it to 1080p, you will experience a little bit of latency, and that is keeping it fucking real. Like, there's no way to hide that. Okay, I have a lot of people that watch my videos, and I can lie to them. I cannot lie to you guys. Now here, this is me playing, watching my other screen. I was playing, moving my character from my second computer, and it was manageable. Even though you always get the you're gonna get about 0.3 seconds of latency, but it was manageable. So it is a green light to play Parsec Fight Night Forever. And now Fight Night Revival, as you guys know, there's no need for me to do a test. I have a full video on it. It runs in Parsec flawlessly in 4K, shaders in ultra, everything 100%, and it runs so freaking smooth. The more you upscale Fight Night Revival, the better it performs, and that's how PC games are supposed to be. So guys, these are my final thoughts, okay? Fight Night Forever, it is polished, beautiful. The menus, the introductions, the boxer models are way better, okay? I know that's gonna be hard for other modders on Revival to hear. The rings, you captivated me with the rings, okay? That Showtime ring, the Puerto Rico ring, all those rings, the Tyson Fury ring, everything is so perfectly done. The menus, your music, holy shit, your music is beautiful. But now, fix the performance, guys. And I know, me being a tech, it has to do with your app. The PlayStation 3 app that you're using is not being updated. That app gets updated every month, and yours, I don't believe, is being updated. I don't know, performance wise, focus on performance and your game will be amazing. If you can't fix that performance issue, you're gonna lose people that are newer to the Fight Night community. But the old schoolers, people playing on PS3s, lagging their balls, and they still don't care. They freeze and they're like, oh, it's okay, just a freeze. They're not gonna have any problem with your app, okay? Now, Revival, you have a lot of work to do on your models. Not your models, but because they look good as it is. Your shaders are amazing. Shaders makes the graphics look better. Everything looks so bright in your mod. Everything looks fast, flashy. The performance is insane. Whatever you're doing performance-wise, that's what I want. Your mod Revival feels like a next-gen Fight Night. If you want to see Fight Night next-gen, it is Revival. If you want to see Fight Night old school but looking good, pretty, it is Forever. But Revival has a lot of work to do with the heads. It's very disturbing now to look at like Jesse Leija and that's Tank Davis, because Forever got it down pack. So now you have a bar and you're here. If you get that fixed with your performance, then your mod could be perfect. But if you get that fixed purse with your performance, you put that together, you become, I believe you could be the best mod. If both of you motherfuckers come together and make a baby, you're the best motherfuckers. If you both come together, you're gonna have the best. So I don't know. My suggestion, don't fight, come together, and then bring everybody with you guys. And look at this. Come together. You guys need each other. One got the performance, one got the swag. Boom. Until next time, guys. Peace.